with Brahmakumaris. Namaskar, you're watching Soul Connections in Awakening with Brahmakumaris. We have Sister Shivani with us. Welcome, ma'am.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. In the last episode, we spoke about respect. Respect of spouse, respect of friends, respect of mother, father, relatives,
Children.
Friends, everybody. I found a beautiful paragraph here, which is connected to what we spoke in the last episode. In one particular jail in Miami, about, say, 10 years ago, the breakout rate, levels of conflict and drug abuse were the highest of all jails in the US. In came a new governor who sent all prison staff on customer service training. Can you believe it? Jail staff going and attending customer service training. When they returned, they started to treat the prisoners as if they were customers. You know, customer is a great lot of respect. Customer is always right when you say. They started treating the prisoners as if they were customers. 2 years later, the jail had the lowest breakout, lowest conflict levels and drug abuse rates in 2 years. All down to one idea, one word, one change in attitude. And that word,
Respect.
respect. Seeing the prisoners in a negative light based on their histories, they began to respect the innate dignity and worth of the human being. In such examples, it becomes clear that the power of respect to positively influence others is at best underrated and at worst unrecognized. Sister, I understood what you said in the last episode, but it matters to this extent? I still cannot believe it after reading this. And this is about 10 years old, the story.
Right.
That governor, I mean, I don't know how he thought of this idea. And one word, respect.
That's what the last line said, that it's the most, underestimated and most unrecognized and unused, actually, feeling. Everyone wants to bring about a change. Everybody wants to empower the other person. Parents want children to learn, partners want the other one to learn, the leader of the company wants the team to understand. This is what it is. If we can, they're talking about, the worst case situation actually.
Yeah.
They are hardened, titled criminals in jails who have a past history. One, their background, the history that they come from, and the other, how challenging it is to not look at their past, not look at what they have done, and respect them for who they are. It's not easy. If this prison staff can forget their history and their past and respect them for who they are and create miracles, what about the little mistakes which are children?
And where are criminals and where are children? Where are criminals and where's your wife, where's your spouse, where's your lover, where's your father, mother, parents? And we are related, sister. And there, the jail staff is not related either. And their mind is trained to say that these are criminals. Somewhere they hate them.
They would, because each one would have had a past where, all kinds of so-called terrible things have happened in that past. So how difficult it is to actually forget all that Just absolutely erase that, because unless you erase that, the energy of respect will not be there. Even if I have it on my consciousness, but they did this, that's not energy of respect. So it is absolutely erasing their past, what they have done, and seeing them only what they are. And what it says was in its innate goodness.
Right.
Now this is soul connection. This is not a connection between the prison staff and the prisoner. The prison staff has forgotten that it's a prison staff, because you will not otherwise respect a criminal. So the prison staff forgets the consciousness that it's a prison staff, and then because it forgets that, it also forgets these are criminals. And then it's only the soul giving respect to the soul. Miracle has happened.
Because I feel, correct me if I'm wrong, that they made the prisoners also feel that they're not criminals, but they are pure souls.
Absolutely, because they're sending them that vibration. This is empowerment. If you talk to anyone...
That's what you've been telling in all the episodes, that
all
we
the
should do
episodes.
this
And I
to all the
thank you
relatives.
for this. Thank you so much for this, because this has just stamped what we have discussed in so
But
many
this
episodes.
is unbelievable, no?
No, but this is magic. And this can be done with anyone. Teachers can do it with students. Healers can do it with patients. Parents can do it with children. Friends with friends. Anyone. Anyone. Because in any relationship, talk to anyone, just stop anyone and ask them, what's most important in a relationship? They say respect. We all know the words, but we just know the words. And even when we think of the word respect, we look at it as something that we're supposed to get from people. People should respect me. What does it mean that I should respect you? You should respect me for a strong relationship. And do I have to wait for you to respect me, for me to start respecting you? Because it's so easy to say, but they don't respect me, so how can I respect them? So it's not a commodity which has to be exchanged. Respect is here. Respect has nothing to do with who you are. You know, very often we say, I did respect them, but they did such and such a thing that I lost all my respect for them. I just can't respect them anymore.
Can we say that love and respect are one-way traffic? Forget the incoming from there. You have to go on one side.
Actually, every feeling and every emotion is one-sided only. It's just that we have lost our power and lost the consciousness that we are creating it. So we thought when it comes from there, then we create it, positive or negative. Even my anger, my hatred was this side only. But because I was unaware that I'm creating it, I thought what you do and what you send creates it.
I thought that it was a reaction of mine.
It was a return of what you're doing. Similarly, love and respect, trust, faith have also become like this. That you do this, so I respect you. You did something contradictory, I lost your respect.
It's very common, no? The line, oh, I've lost respect in him. Oh, I've lost faith in him.
Yeah.
I've lost...
But when we say, I lost respect in him, it also means that they do not deserve my respect anymore.
Yeah.
This is what we're trying to tell ourselves. We're not trying to say, you know, I have changed, or is there something I can do about it that I've lost respect? I think they did such and such a thing because of which they do not deserve to be respected anymore. They do not deserve my respect because, and I have 10 reasons to give for it. Respect is here. Respect is the light in which I create you here in my consciousness. And the image that I create in my consciousness does not depend on you. It depends on the purity of my consciousness. If I am pure, do not have any bias, any kind of negativity, then the picture that I will create will be a different color. It's like, one model and different artists will paint a different portrait. The model is the same. Now it only depends on the skill of the artist and the colors that the artist is going to use. So one person and 10 artists here, and you're going to have 10 different pictures. But each one of them thinks that the picture is like this because you are like this. But it is the skill of the artist and the colors he chooses to use to paint you there on his portrait. So the canvas is here, the artist is here, the colors are here, only the model is outside. So now, if I'm using the colors of purity, positivity and love, I'm going to create a different portrait of you. But if I'm bitter, I'm in pain, I'm angry, I'm hurt, then the portrait that I'm going to paint is going to be with those colors, and then I say, you don't deserve respect. And then I wait for you to change, so that you become worthy of my respect. This is a big illusion. And this, what you have shared with us, has just shown that it is not about the other person being worthy of our respect. See, the other person in this case were criminals. So if anyone has to think of it like that, they'll say they don't deserve respect. What they have done is not respectful.
I was just thinking, when a jail staff can do this to criminals, the so-called criminals, and a governor can think of such a beautiful thing, why can't I do that to a friend?
Why can't
brother,
I do it to my child?
Mother, father, friend, child.
Parents always think children have to respect them. And they always say, children are supposed to respect parents. What are parents supposed to do for children?
Create fear in them.
That's
Because
what fear is.
That is what we learned when we were children. I used to see my neighbor's father or neighbor's uncles or my uncles, and there used to be in the joint families one guy who everybody used to be scared of.
That was you?
In my house, it was me. All the children. Oh, Guga is going to come. Just keep quiet. Stop crying. He's come home. Stop doing this. He's come home. They used to just switch off all the radio and all that. They would start their homework and read. I used to think, oh, I am respected.
Right. And what do you think was that respect? Everyone, when you entered the house, everyone did things according to the way you wanted them to do it.
Which I thought it was right at that time.
And
They should do their homework, not listen to the radio.
So, but this was power. This was control. You were able to control them to do things the way you want.
They wanted to be controlled.
They chose to be controlled,
It
definitely.
was their choice.
Of course it was their choice.
Mother's choice.
Definitely.
Family's choice.
Every time we said,
So
the ones who control are also using their choice, and the ones who are being controlled are also using their choice.
I had my choice.
But important is, what is the energy in between? Is this respect?
No.
Because respect is positive energy. And fear,
Negative.
so fear can definitely never ever be respect. If I fear you, then that means I don't like you. You can never love and fear the same person, because you're never ever mentally.
If you fear you don't like,
You can never love and fear the same person.
you don't love a person.
If you fear them,
Huh?
no?
And then what is that when the people say that, oh, I'm very scared of my husband. Oh, I love him so much. I'm just scared of him. I'm scared of God. I fear God. And I've read
We
somewhere on
always feared God.
I've read so many, I think I've read it on some buses or some placard somewhere. Fear God. Somebody writes, love God.
Most of us fear God. So we need to ask ourselves, should we fear God or can we love God?
According to you, fear is negative, no?
Yes.
There is no love.
But we think because it's supreme energy and we think God can get angry, so we fear God. Where will there be fear? You know, if you said, the wife says, I am scared of my husband, that means what's the energy? Fear. And then if the husband gets angry, then hurt. She fears because he can go out of control.
There is slight difference between a man having discipline in the house and creating fear in the house. No, it is up to the child, up to the wife, also to understand there is some discipline or fear. She can always think that I'm scared,
No,
whereas he wants to be disciplined.
no. You can create discipline, but I will be able to catch the energy which comes from you.
Okay.
So you could tell me this should be like this and this should be like this, and that's discipline, but I will be able to catch the quality of the vibrations coming from you.
Oh, as you said
If you are being critical, if you are getting irritated by the way I am working, and if you're trying hard to control your emotions because you're getting angry by the way I'm doing the work, and then you're getting it disciplined, then you're sending negative energy. And then I will always fear your reactions. I'm feared. And that's why whenever I'm in your company, I will always create fear because your reaction is unpredictable. And I don't want to displease you. So out of fear, I will be doing things. Now this is not energy of respect and love. Because respect means I will be absolutely comfortable here in your presence. But if I'm uncomfortable, then that's not respect.
But I also give million times more love.
See, again, at one time, there will be only one packet. Maybe an hour later, or maybe tomorrow, or maybe even 5 minutes later, you have changed your quality of thinking. And now you're not angry or hurt or irritated.
As you said, unpredictable.
Yeah.
So fine, it was fear a moment back. And what, you can't compensate by love?
Again, keep hitting, hurt the person, and then heal. And then come with your hunter and again hurt the person, then again heal. Then after some time, I forget the healing. I only remember that you walk in with the hunter and hurt me. And then I start fearing you and that anger and that hunter because it hurts.
My father loved me a lot, but I don't remember his love much. I remember the number of times he got angry. Why is it?
Because it hurts.
My mistake?
It hurts.
Or I choose only that?
No, the anger hurts, pains. And when it pains and we don't have the power to heal it. See, it's like if I get a wound here, okay, something hit me badly and there's a wound and now there's pain. And if it's been years, but still that pain is slightly there, I forget all the gifts you give me.
But he did
I'll only remember this wound.
He did 90 love and 10 anger.
Yes.
It's my choice. Isn't it my fault?
It's not about that. The anger which was there has created a wound. The wound is still paining.
Just 10%?
It doesn't matter. It could be one word. Some people have been spoken one word in their lifetime and it's still paining. It's not about 10%. It's about my power to heal it.
But I'm also choosing only the 10, no? The negative.
No, you're choosing not to heal yourself.
But I'm just choosing to remember only 10 of my dad.
You will remember because it's paining. See, if I get a wound here, it's paining, so I remember. Now if the wound gets healed and there is no pain, then I don't remember the hurt. I will remember that anger only till something is paining. Let's say I got something here 20 years back. Today it's not paining. So I don't even remember 20 years back something had happened over there. But something had happened 30 years back and that pain is still here.
No, but sometimes you forget the pain.
You don't forget the pain.
You forget the pain.
You don't forget the pain.
And when you are again fighting or in a mood or you in a sad mood and you're crying, you say, you did that to me 10 years back. You did this to me 15 years back. That means the pain is still there.
The pain is still there. You know, suppose something hits here again and I'll say, you know, this portion is already weak. Now again this thing has gone and hit there. That's why it's hurting. But it's already weak because that pain is there. Without spiritual knowledge and meditation and healing, self-healing, and of course using the power of the supreme power whom we call God. Without that, very difficult to heal wounds here. The pain remains, the mark remains. And then when we think of them again, or we meet them again, that mark is there to remind us this is the pain. So it becomes very, very important in our relationships. What is the energy that we are giving to each other? Like you're saying, he loved you a lot, but then he also used anger. Actually, what is it that is creating the disrespect? Is when we are judgmental about other people. That's the fundamental thing when we lose respect. The minute I get judgmental about you, and judgmental is negative, I have lost my respect because now you are not the way I want you to be. This is respect blocked immediately.
Okay, next question. If I did not like what my father said, those few 10%, and I remember not the 90, then why did I continue to do that with my children? Why did not I learn from it?
Important. Every time someone was angry with us or criticized us, it created a wound,
Yes.
it pained, and now there's a wound. And this went on for, let's say, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Now 30 years, a soul created pain. Suppose that's you now. Because you were receiving criticism, anger. Even if it was 10%, but you were receiving it and it was quite a bit for you because that's why you were in pain. Now 20, 30 years as a child, you went through that pain. Now you will see that, oh, I was a child, now I'm a parent. But now we are seeing relationships irrespective of labels. You're a soul, 30 years playing the role of a child, and now playing the role of a parent. But the soul was wounded. The soul was in pain. So now the soul, whether the soul plays the role of a child or plays the role of a parent, the soul is in pain. So what's the energy the soul will give to the next set of souls that comes in contact with it?
No love, only pain.
Pain. Then again criticism. What do I need? To not criticize someone, I have to accept them unconditionally. But to accept someone unconditionally, I have to be very strong. But because I'm in pain, I cannot accept them unconditionally. And so I criticize them. And so I'm judgmental about them. Because I did not create respect and probably did not receive respect when I was a child, how is it possible now for me to give respect
So
when
I
I'm in
keep
pain?
on disrespecting all my relations.
All souls.
All souls who I come
Because
in
I'm
contact with.
disrespecting
My
myself.
staff, my friends, my relatives, my father, mother, brother, children, everybody around.
If
So it
you're
becomes my
critical.
nature.
It's
sanskar.
already your nature, no, in those 30 years.
So dangerous.
It is. That's why we said patterns created in one particular relationship will carry forward to,
All others.
yes. And similarly, if the opposite happens, that now if you create a relationship where you receive unconditional love and unconditional
You
acceptance,
start giving.
you will heal yourself. And because you heal yourself, the pain has disappeared, you've become stronger and stable. The energy which you start sending now to your children, to your staff, to people around you, changed.
And the biggest and the highest unconditional love and the most biggest power is
Yes, that's where meditation helps.
connecting with God.
Absolutely. Irrespective of our past, whatever the wounds that were there, the minute we connect to that supreme power and start using His love to heal ourselves, the wounds are healed. And we are now strong to give a different quality of energy to people around us.
Beautiful. Wonderful talking to you.
So it's possible.
Beautiful, sister. We must have a little longer meditation on this. It's very important, and I'm so happy we picked up this subject today.
Let's sit back and take this moment to be with ourselves. We've had a lot of relationships in the past. And in some of them, we have created pain. But today, I choose a different way of thinking. I choose to break the old pattern and to heal my wounds. I do not need respect from anyone. Respect is the energy I create and send out. Because I am a pure being. Complete. And I accept myself as I am. All the pain that was created in the past was my lack of awareness about my own self. And I used their words to hurt myself. Today I understand. They were not aware of what they were sending me. But now I am aware of what I create and send out to those around me.